Reviewers, we are cutting live to India Supreme Court, where the hearing for the Kolkata trainee doctors rape and murder case is ongoing. This is to remind our viewers that India's apex court took suo motu cognizance of the matter and listed it as the day's top priority.
Dr. D. Nageshwar Reddy, Chairman and Managing Director, Asian Institute.
For more, our correspondent Dharamjot Kaur is joining us on the phone line. Dharam, you've been listening into the entire hearing as it is taking place at the moment. The Supreme Court seems to have come down strongly on the hospital for not filing the FIR on time, and also the West Bengal state, calling it a complete failure of the state for this kind of law and order situation that we saw eventually. Talk to us about the key takeaways so far.
Well, Shivan, you're absolutely right. We did hear the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, take cognizance of the case, but also highlighting the fact that the way the entire incident has played out and all the things that took place after that, there's been a lot of questions in terms of why there was a delay on behalf of the college and the authorities to file an FIR in the first place. And also, the entire question has been raised on how an act of vandalism could have taken place so shortly after the incident unfolded. So a lot of questions are being raised in terms of the delay in proper protocol. Also on the principle in question for painting initially the incident as a suicide. A lot of questions were also being raised on the state machinery for appointing the said principal to another institution right after the incident took place. So the top court has definitely come down very hard on the state machinery in terms of how the incident has been handled, for sure. But moving forward, the Supreme Court, the special bench that's looking into the case, has demanded that the CBI now look into the investigation closely and file a status report as of Thursday, which is when the matter has been listed to be reconvened again. That's on August 22nd, Thursday this week. The court has also set up a 10-member national task force consisting of top medical professionals and surgeons from across the country to bring in their recommendations and set up an entire framework in terms of how in the medical industry, number one, violence can be prevented, especially gender violence, and number two, how an overall safe workplace environment can be ensured across hospitals and medical facilities in India. So as of now, Shivan, this is where the matter stands. Like I mentioned, the case will be heard again on Thursday, August the 22nd. And in the meantime, we'll be taking a close look in terms of how the investigation unravels now that the probe has been handed over to the CBI.
Dharam, there's also another statement which came during this hearing that we request doctors to resume work, and we expect doctors to perhaps get on with their regular duties, before the next hearing itself.
Well, that's what the CJI also pointed out, Shivan. He mentioned how incredibly delicate and important the timeliness in the industry is, pointing out to how many weeks and months and years patients wait to finally get an appointment and get their medical issues looked at. So the CJI, while pointing out that now that the Supreme Court has taken cognizance of the case, has assured the doctors that the case and the incident and the overall structure that's in question will be looked at very seriously. The bench has made an appeal to the doctors to resume their duties, given the severity and the nature of their work. So, I mean, it remains to be seen how that plays out in the next few days, Shivan, because from what we were seeing ever since this incident unfolded, the doctors' strike were on multiple reasons, one of them being that they need a committee, a force to be put into place where the entire medical industry undergoes an overhaul. So now that the Supreme Court has set up a task force, it remains to be seen how the medical professionals in India react to this particular development and how that situation changes on the ground.
Absolutely, Dharam. These are much needed changes, and hopefully after this hearing we will see some changes on ground as well. The hospital has to be questioned. It is being questioned at the Supreme Court level, and of course the state of West Bengal is being questioned as well, rather harshly, as it deserves at this point. Thank you so much for joining in. That was Dharamjot Kaur joining us over the phone line with the latest from the Supreme Court hearing.